Hello everyone, welcome to the Commerce Achiever platform. With today's session, we are going to solve one more question on cash flow statement, full-fledged question. And this question will be quite lengthy, and because we are including a lot of additional information and some tricks and tips. So आज के सेशन में हम कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट का एक और फुल फ्लेज क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करेंगे और आज का सेशन थोड़ा सा लेंदी होगा बिकॉज इसमें हम काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिटेल इन्फॉर्मेशन और कुछ ट्रिक्स को जो है डिस्कस करेंगे। तो आपको क्वेश्चन लिखने में या कोई भी सॉल्यूशन लिखने के लिए टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना है, आपको सिर्फ अंडरस्टैंडिंग पे फोकस करना है। प्रैक्टिस के लिए बुक मटेरियल में आपके साथ क्वेश्चन शेयर कर दिए जाएंगे, आप उन्हें प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं। So let's start and let's first read the information shared with us. We have a cash flow statement and in front of us we have a balance sheet. So there are two periods we already know in the theory portions we have covered. There is a past year and the current year. Okay, so here we have the 2022 and 2023. So 2022 is the past year and 23 may be the current year. It can be any year, be the past year or the current year. So we have equity and liabilities. In that we have a shareholder fund, and first we have a share capital which is supported by a note. We'll read the note after the reading balance sheet here. Okay, so 10 lakhs in the past year and 12 lakh 50,000 in the current year. Then we have a reserve and surplus supported by a note, 4 lakh in the past year and 4 lakh 90,000 in the current year. Next we have a share application money pending allotment, so it's nil. Non-current liability that includes the long-term borrowing, that is 5 lakh and 4 lakh. 5 lakh in the past year, 4 lakh in the current year. Next we have a current liabilities. It includes short-term borrowings which is nil. Trade payables include the sundry creditors which includes 5 lakh from the past year and 4 lakh for the current year. And then we have other current liabilities which includes the outstanding expenses and it's nil. And then last we have a short-term provision which is supported by the notes, 1,50,000 in the past year and 1,85,000 in the current year. So we have subtotal of 25,50,000 in the past year and 27,25,000 in the current year. Next we have an assets. First we have a non-current assets. In that we have fixed assets which is include only the tangible assets supported by a note, 12,50,000 in the past year and 14 lakh in the current year. Next we have a non-current investments which is 1 lakh in the past year and 50,000 in the current year. Next we have a current assets which includes the current investment nil, and we have inventories 3 lakh in the past year, 2 lakh 80,000 in the current year. Trade receivable we have 4 lakh in the past year and 4 lakh 20,000 in the current year. Cash and cash equivalent supported by a note, 5 lakh in the past year and 5 lakh 75,000 in the current year. Subtotal we have a 25 lakh 50,000 in the past year and 27 lakh 25,000 in the current year. So we have this much information regarding to the balance sheet. So इसको कुछ जो है इंग्लिश या हिंदी या डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज में डिस्कस करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है बिकॉज आपके एग्जामिनेशन में फुल फ्लैज ऐसे बैलेंस शीट अपीयर्ड होगी। उसके बाद जो नोट्स हैं वो नोट्स की इन्फॉर्मेशन भी हमारे साथ इस क्वेश्चन में शेयर्ड हुई है। सो लेट्स डिस्कस द नोट्स इन्फॉर्मेशन विच इज ऑलरेडी सपोर्टेड इन द बैलेंस शीट. First note we have related to the share capital, which is include the issued, subscribed and paid up capital, which is equity shares of rupees 10 each, 10 lakh in the past year and 12 lakh 50,000 in the current year. Then we have a second note which is related to the reserve and surplus. It include capital reserve. We have nothing in the past year and 10,000 in the current year. And general reserve 2 lakh 50,000 in the past year, 3 lakh in the current year. Profit and loss 1 lakh 50,000 in the past year and 1 lakh 80,000 in the current year. Subtotal 4 lakh in the past year, 490 in the current year. Then we have a third note which is related to the short-term provisions, and it includes the provision for taxation, 50,000 in the past year, 60,000 in the current year, and proposed dividend which is 1 lakh in the past year, 1 lakh 25,000 in the current year. And subtotal we have a 1 lakh 50,000 in the past year, 185 in the current year. Next we have a tangible assets. It includes land and building, 5 lakh in the past year and 4 lakh 80,000 in the current year. Machinery 7 lakh 50,000 in the past year, 9 lakh 20,000 in the current year. Subtotal 12 lakh 50,000 in the past year and 14 lakh in the current year we have. Last note which is related to cash and cash equivalent. We have cash on hand 2 lakh in the past year, 165 in the current year. That means the opening is the 2 lakh and closing is the 165. And then we have a cash in bank 3 lakh in the past year and 4,10,000 in the current year. So subtotal we have 5 lakh in the past year and 5,75,000 in the current year. So it is not a rule of thumb that we have a right hand side in the past year or a left hand in the current. There is nothing rule of thumb. It can be switched and twisted, which might always happen in the examination. So do not keep your brain locked with that first year will be the past year or the next year will be the current year. No, it can be anything. So you have to be very conscious and mark each and every point very strategically. Okay, so let's read the additional information. So let's conclude first in other language that कि आपके क्वेश्चन में ऐसा कोई रूल ऑफ थंब नहीं है कि आपको पहले पास्ट ईयर दिया जाए और फिर करंट ईयर दिया जाए. ऐसा कोई भी रूल ऑफ थंब नहीं है. कई बार मैंने पेपर्स को चेक करते हुए पाया है कि स्टूडेंट्स इसी में मिस्टेक कर देते हैं, बहुत ही सिल्ली मिस्टेक हो जाती है. तो एग्जामिनेशन को सीरियसली आज ही से लेना है. आपने अभी से प्रैक्टिस करनी है, हर एक चीज़ को अच्छे से रीड करेंगे. ठीक है, सो चलिए एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन पढ़ते हैं. Dividend of rupees 1 lakh paid during the year ended 31st March 2023, that is the current year. Machinery during the year purchased 1,25,000. Next. Machinery of another company was purchased for consideration of rupees 1 lakh payable in equity shares. That means a machinery purchased and against it the company issued the equity share capital. Okay. Next, income tax provided during the year 55,000. Fifth point, company sold some investment at a profit of 10,000 which are credited in capital reserve. Credited in capital reserve. We'll deal everything in very detail, not to worry. Sixth, there was no sale of machinery during the year. And seventh, depreciation written off on land and building rupees 20,000. Prepare cash flow statement as per AS3 or Indian Accounting Standard or Accounting Standard. So this is all about the information. A full-fledged, a detailed question we are going to do with this session. So we have to be very patient and very open-minded. Okay? So first we will do the notes, we will do the working. But in your case, what I suggest, delegate your one page completely to the your solution, 1 or 2 page, whatever as per your handwritings, and then on the next page you start with your working. Okay. So today I'm doing with this session with the working because I want to make you clear with each and every concept. ओके तो अभी हम पहले वर्किंग नोट करेंगे, बट आप एग्जामिनेशन में पहले सॉल्यूशन दिखाएंगे और वर्किंग नोट एक सेपरेट पेज से करेंगे. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन है, तो हम देख लेते हैं एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन हमारे पास किस किस चीज़ों की है. डिविडेंड की है, ठीक है, मशीनरी से रिलेटेड है और शेयर कैपिटल क्योंकि इक्विटी शेयर इश्यू हुए हैं, इनकम टैक्स से रिलेटेड है, इन्वेस्टमेंट और कैपिटल रिजर्व से है, ठीक है, फिर मशीनरी से है और लैंड ऑन बिल्डिंग से है. ठीक है, तो चलिए हम लेज़र बनाएंगे. आई होप आपको इतना बेसिक पता होगा कि हम लेज़र कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं. तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं हम अपने सॉल्यूशन को. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हम देख लेते हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास जो है नेट प्रॉफिट हमें निकालना है और हमारे पास जो जनरल रिजर्व भी है, इनकम टैक्स के बारे में भी बातें की है. तो पहले हम बना लेते हैं मशीनरी अकाउंट. So first we are going to prepare the machinery account because we have already seen that it include a lot of detail. Okay. So we have an opening balance of machinery 7,50,000 and 9,20,000 is a closing balance. Everything in rupees, please mark that as a particular an amount particular. I'm just doing the rushed up. Okay. $9,20,000 is the closing balance. दिस इज इन्फॉर्मेशन वी गैदर फ्रॉम द बैलेंस शीट. सबसे पहले बैलेंस शीट में जो था वो हमने ले लिया, फेच कर लिया. एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन में देखते हैं तो बैलेंस शीट से ही निकल के आया था मेरा नोट्स टू अकाउंट. सो फ्रॉम द बैलेंस शीट विच इज लिंक्ड विद द नोट्स टू अकाउंट वी टॉक द डिटेल अबाउट द मशीनरी. ओके, नाउ जस्ट गो विद द एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन. पॉइंट नंबर 2, मशीनरी परचेज फॉर 1,25,000. So I hope you have a basic journal entry that when you purchase the machinery, your cash goes out and machinery comes in. So machinery account debit to cash because nothing is said whether it's a credit or in cash. So we are taking at 1,20,000, 1,25,000 has been purchased in cash. Okay, or we can say bank. ठीक है, so machinery account debit to bank. So in ledger, what we do? To bank account, what is the amount? 1,25,000. Okay, then first is done. So it's also going to impact our bank. So remember, bank is pending currently. Okay, bank is pending. So we have to reduce from bank because it leads to an outflow with the bank. So bank is pending here. So we just for the our just I want to make you sure how you have to do with double mind. Okay, next point, machinery of another company was purchased. Again we purchased a machinery but against the equity shares of rupees 1 lakh. So in this case the impact is on equity share. Okay, equity share capital account amount is rupees 1 lakh. Okay, so I hope this is very clear. There should be no doubt. So now next will be reduce its equity share against the equity shares. We have to reduce equity share while calculating that laser. So this entry also done. So two additional information completed. Next is related to income tax, investment, and again the sixth point is there was no sale of machinery. That means what will be the balance? But it's not the sale. We cannot assume that it is the sale of machinery. Okay, so that means the balancing figure will be depreciation because there is no sale during there. If there is no sale, there is no profit, no loss, nothing. So balance is the depreciation. Please do calculate. So it will be 55,000 the difference. Okay, so I hope this is very clear. You don't need to pressurize yourself that you have to memorize it. It's a basic journal entry and you're posting into the ledger account. So let's put and close the your machinery account. So we close the machinery account. So दिस इज जस्ट फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. आपने कुछ भी नया इसमें गेम नहीं खेला, आपकी बेसिक जर्नल एंट्री और उससे लेजर में पोस्टिंग. तो अगर आपके साथ ये डाउट होता है कि आप भूल जाते हो कि भाई किसका कहाँ पे इम्पैक्ट है, एक ट्रिक है वो, लेकिन आपको घर पे प्रैक्टिस करते वक्त ही अप्लाई करना है, नॉट इन द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल. ठीक है, एग्जामिनेशन में आपका ब्रेन काम करना चाहिए क्योंकि टाइम बहुत ही रिस्ट्रिक्टिव, बहुत कम होता है. अगर ये सारी चीज़ें करोगे, हर एक एंट्री में ना आपको टाइम सेव करना है. हर एक लेजर आप क्रिएट करोगे एग्जाम में, बट अब जो मैं बताने जा रही हूँ वो आपको एग्जाम में नहीं क्रिएट करना है. ये आपकी सेल्फ प्रैक्टिस के लिए होगा घर पे, ताकि मिस्टेक आपकी बहुत ही ज़्यादा मिनिमम हो जाए, नेग्लिजिबल हो जाए. ठीक है, तो अभी यहाँ पे बच क्या रहा है आपको? पहला पॉइंट आपको बैंक से माइनस करना है, ये बच रहा है. दूसरा आपको इक्विटी शेयर से माइनस करना है. ठीक है, ये बच रहा है आपका. ठीक है, उसके बाद आपने ओपनिंग क्लोजिंग से कोई रिलेशन नहीं, ऑब्वियसली ये नोट्स में था, ये एडजस्ट हो गया. डेप्रीसिएशन को आप दिखाएंगे P&L में. ठीक है, ये हो गया. बाकी सारी चीज़ें आपकी एडजस्ट हो गई, यानी अब उसमें से कुछ बच नहीं रहा. आपको ये 3 आइटम कहीं ना कहीं इसमें से इस लेजर से आपने निकाले जो कि आपको एडजस्ट करना है. ठीक है, तो फिक्स्ड एसेट्स में हमारा जो टेंजिबल एसेट्स था उसमें एक हो गया मशीनरी. नाउ लेट्स सी द लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग. ओके, सो वी ऑलरेडी कंप्लीटेड अबाउट द मशीनरी. द पिक्चर ऑफ मशीनरी इज ओवर. Now let's switch to the land and building. So next laser we are going to create about the land and building. So what is the balance to be brought down for the land and building? We have 5 lakh and 4 lakh 80,000. And please do write the full form. Somewhere I'm using the shortcut. Don't use as a rule कि मैम ने तो लिखा था तो हम भी लिख सकते हैं. Please, again, I just want to make you clear. Please use the full forms for the purpose of examination. Okay. So balance we brought down is the 5 lakh, and then we have related to the balance carried down is 4 lakh. Okay. And is there is any additional information we have? So that means point number 4 we have already completed. Okay. We have depreciation written off on land and building, which is 20,000. We have depreciation written off, which is land and building 20,000. So depreciation we have to show for the land and building. Okay, so we have an equal balance then. That means what is left over from this point is depreciation. What we have to do with the depreciation? Obviously, we have to show in the part of operating activity, because there is no sale, no purchase, and there is no profit and loss, nothing is there. This is no impacting on your investing activity. It's only related to the operating activity. In operating activity, you have to show the depreciation of amount 20,000. Okay, so we have to add back. Okay, this is also P&L depreciation. You have to add back, the amount is 50,000, 55,000 you have to relate it to your operating activity. Please don't write these working for the examination. Only you have to create the laser for the purpose of your note. Avoid this. This is for your practice, just for your practice. Okay, we issued the equity share, so it is related to your financing activity. Okay, so you issued the equity shares, you proceed the equity shares, that will be reduced from your equity share, whatever will be the equity share standing in your books of account. Okay, and that will be just at the bank. We'll do that later. So we completed our portion of what? Tangible assets, and we also completed this depreciation point. Okay, so when we go here, our fixed asset portion is completed already. This portion is already completed. Okay, now let's move ahead. Okay, then we have additional information related to investments. Okay, so company sold some investment at a profit of 10,000, which was credited in capital reserve. So let's see about the investments. Because we are doing the asset side, so we'll do the asset side first. ठीक है, तो पहले हम एसेट साइड देख रहे हैं. तो इसमें कोई रूल ऑफ थंब नहीं है भाई कि आपने पहले इक्विटी शेयर क्यों बना दिया, या आपने फिक्स्ड एसेट्स में मशीनरी क्यों बनाया, पहले लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग क्यों नहीं बनाया. देयर इज नो रूल ऑफ थंब. जिसमें आपको पहले कंफर्टेबल लगे आप उसको आराम से कर सकते हो. ठीक है, देयर इज अ नो रूल ऑफ थंब. ठीक है, तो बैलेंस लिख लेते हैं हम इन्वेस्टमेंट्स का. 1,50,000. So what is the information about the investment? We have company sold investment. So when we sell the investment will reduce, or what will come in? Bank. So bank account debit to investment at a profit of 10,000. Okay, so they didn't told us at what amount we sold. They told us that we sold at profit. So they told us that there is a profit of rupees 10,000. So profit will be obviously they're going to be like increase our capital reserve, and it's a part of capital reserve. So what is the 10,000? The difference will be our sale value. It will be 60,000, right? Please do calculate once. We have bank effect of sale from sale of assets. This will be going to impact our but when you take that investing for the short term operation, then it will be part of our like operating activity. So you have to mention the note regarding that. Okay, so here question is silent, so we are taking as a sale investment as a long term assets because it's a part of non-current. Okay, give a second please. It's a part of non-current and it's a part of non-current assets, so we are going to take it for the long term. Do not confuse it. Okay. Okay, so this portion is over, this portion is over. Now we have a current asset which we are going to show in the operating activity straight away. So we did with the investment. Okay, now what we left over with the dividend and the income tax. So let's do with the income tax first. You mention it as working note number 1, working note number 2, working note number 3. And now we do working note number 4, which is related to your income tax. Okay. I'm writing quickly because it's going to be a very lengthy process to solve this numerical. So we have provision for tax in the short term provisions 50,000 and 60,000. Okay. So we have a current liability sort of 50,000 and 60,000. Okay, this is the information is shared with us that we have a provision for income tax. That means there is a current liability, and if the liability by balance brought down 50,000, to balance carried down 60,000, and we have a additional information that income tax provided during the year. That means there is a provision which has been made during the year of 55,000. So we have a provision of 55,000 of income tax. Okay, so please calculate the difference. It's a 1,05,000 and we have 45,000 to cash. Okay, this will be your balancing. That means this is provision made, a provision made, and this is the tax paid. Tax paid. Income tax provided. That means a provision has been made during the year. ओके तो इनकम टैक्स अकाउंट हमारे करंट अकाउंट है जिसमें प्रोविजन पहले मेंटेन हुआ, तो जो प्रोविजन ऑफ इनकम टैक्स हमने बनाया तो हमारा जो बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन हुआ 50,000 और कैरी डाउन 60,000. अब एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन में हमारे पास जो इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयर की हुई थी, एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन में हमें ये मिला था कि इनकम टैक्स प्रोवाइड किया गया, यानी प्रोविजन बनाया गया 55,000 का. तो हमने प्रोविजन जो बनता है वो पीएनएल में बनता है. अगर आपको याद हो बेसिक ट्रेडिंग पीएनएल अकाउंट, तो आपने पीएनएल दिखाते हैं ना आपने कि इतना इनकम टैक्स का बनाया, अनुमान लगाया कि भाई इतना खर्चा हो सकता है, तो वो आपका बना पीएनएल में 55,000. कैसे पीएनएल अकाउंट में आप दिखाते हैं ना टू इनकम टैक्स प्रोविजन, तो वो आपका बना है 55,000. यानी करंट ईयर में आपने कितना पेड किया है वो बैलेंसिंग फिगर हो जाता है 45,000. कई बार आपको डायरेक्ट पेड गिवन होता है, आप प्रोविजन निकाल लेते हो, तो यही दोनों इन्फॉर्मेशन में ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न होता है इनकम टैक्स में. ठीक है, सो वी हैव दिस मच इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट द इनकम टैक्स. नेक्स्ट वर्किंग नोट, the working note related to the dividend. Okay, so we have information about the dividend, proposed dividend. We have 1 lakh and 1,25,000. So let's create the lesson on that. 1 lakh and 1,25,000. So by balance brought down we have 1 lakh and to balance carried down 1,25,000, right? So let's see what is the additional information in front of us related to dividend. 1 lakh paid. Look, here's a catch. It means dividend has been paid. When you pay the dividend, there is an outflow of the cash. So dividend account debit to cash or bank, whatever. So it will be 1 lakh. Then what will be the difference figure? That will be go to the profit and loss account. Yes, it's go as like an income tax. You can see that 2,25,000, and we have 1,25,000 as a balancing figure. Hope you are getting. This is very much nothing else is required. No hard and rule and thumb regarding this. So if you can see, we deal with all the additional information. So here is one catch I would like to share. But when you see the about the machinery, okay, and which is purchased against the buy of equity shares, so we cannot see any cash outflow. Do you see? So yes, it will not be a part of your cash flow statement, because it will cannot be show a reflecting picture in the cash flow statement, because there is no inflow and outflow. It's just a movement of one kind of capital to the other side of capital. Okay, means reducing or increasing the machinery and adjusting with the equity share issues. So this is all the catch about the machinery, and if you have seen, we have dealt with each and every additional information. So let's quickly see that what is the operating activity, and let's quickly calculate about the operating activity. But before going ahead, we need a profit before tax, and we have a lot of information. We have a general reserve also with us. So let's calculate quickly that. We have general reserve, we have P&L statement also, so we required to calculate those also. If it's not given, we can straight away use the statement of profit and loss account. So next, working capital, and we have to calculate net profit earned. Net profit earned during the year. That's obvious, during the year we need to calculate. So we have profit balance, which is, let's see what is the profit balance we have. P&L, it was in the last year 1,50,000, but in current year it's 1,80,000. That means our profit is increased by 30,000 rupees as compared to the past year. Okay, so increase in P&L, or you can say profit, by rupees 30,000. Okay, please write rupees above. And then we have add or less adjustment. Let's see the about general reserve. General reserve also increased by rupees 50,000. If you can see it, from 2,50,000 it reaches to 3 lakh. That means it increased by 50,000. It increased by, to definitely that disclosure need to be made in the P&L account. So increase in general reserve, I'm writing the shortcut, please avoid that. Okay, so it's a general reserve. And we also have income tax provided. That means there is a provision of income tax. During the year, what was the amount? 55,000, right? 55,000, this you can see, 55,000. So please calculate what will be the profit. 1,35,000 your, okay, net profit before taxation. Okay, so let's calculate. I'm just without doing any kind of format. I'll request you, please make complete format. Okay, from operating activity. Okay, so we have cash net profit, net profit before taxation. We have 1,35,000. Always mention like note 1 from where you get, so that examiner when check your paper, they can just easily correlate with the note 1. Okay, so net profit. Okay, then add back, we have depreciation on machinery, on land and building. I'm writing the shortcut again. Please avoid that. We use this, and we have 22,000 on depreciation and 50,000 on machinery. Okay, so 55,000 on machinery and 20,000 on that. Okay, and we also have a, we already disclosed our income tax provided, and we need to adjust the our dividend provided. Proposed dividend, which was rupees, this one, this is the amount which we have in the definition of provided P&L, 1,25,000. Okay, 1,25,000. That means depreciation already showed, or sorry, this dividend already shown in the P&L account. We need to be add back because it's not a cash flow item. Please calculate. It will be 3,35,000. Okay, so we have this information, which is cash generated from operation before working capital adjustment. Cash generated from operation before working capital adjustment changes. Okay, so this was that amount. So now let's see the working capital thing. There is no adjustment with the working capital, so just quickly look into that picture. We have okay, nil, nothing about the current investment. Inventories, so we have reduction in inventories. That means inventories have been reduced from 3 lakh to 2,80,000. So decrease in inventory by rupees 20,000, and we can see trade receivable increase by rupees 20,000. Okay, only two information we have, because cash and cash equivalent will be the part of your adjustments of the final account. So we have increase in trade receivable by 20,000. Increase in trade receivable, so I'm writing the TR only for the shortcut. Okay, 20,000, and decrease in inventory by rupees 20,000. Okay, so let's see what we have in the current liability point. Okay, this thing is done, everything is done from here, only this is that will be the part of last adjustment. So let's see current liability. Trade payable, we have a creditor which has been reduced from 5 lakh to 4 lakh. That means we have paid to the trade payables, so there is a decrease in trade payable. Decrease in trade payable by rupees 1 lakh. Please calculate. 3,35,000. It will be 2,35,000 we have. Okay, so this is cash generated from operation. Right, cash generated from operation. Then we have to pay the tax. What will be the amount? Income tax paid is 45,000. You can see this is the amount of income tax paid, 45,000, and dividend paid will be part of financing activity. Okay, so in this way you can see we adjust all the amount, all the detailed information which is given in the adjustment also. So 2,35,000 minus 45,000, we left with 1,90,000. Clear? So net cash from operating activity. Okay, this is 1,90,000. We got A amount. Come on, quickly calculate the cash flow from investing activity. So we have detail of machinery and land and investment. So let's see quickly machinery. So yes, we have machinery of 1,25,000 we purchased. There is no adjustment with equity because there is nothing inflow and outflow related to cash or the bank. So no adjustment in the cash flow statement as per the accounting standard. So we have 1,25,000 purchase. That means an outflow of cash. Purchase of machinery, that is 1,25,000, right? And let's see about land and building. So we have nothing in the land and building because the difference was the depreciation. So nothing with the land and building. Investment, yes, we have a sale with the investment of rupees 60,000 because that was the difference figure. So 60,000 will be sale, and when you sell, the investment will go out and money will come in, the bank inflow. So sale of investment by rupees 60,000, right? Okay, so difference will be 65,000 negative. This will be the B part, net cash from investing activity. Okay. Okay. Next, calculate quickly cash flow from financing activity. Financing activities. Okay. Come on. Let's see quickly the things we have in the financing activity. Okay. Trade creditor done. Okay. And in short term provision, what we have, let's see quickly. We already did propose dividend, and yes, we have dividend paid during the year. So dividend paid during the year is an outflow, right? In this way, you're not going to miss any information. Dividend paid. So you already calculated. I hope you remember 1 lakh rupees you have paid dividend. This is the paid one. Hope you can see. Okay. So dividend paid during the year. So we adjust with the dividend paid. We adjust with the taxation. Okay. So let's see. Short term provision is completed. Okay. Short term provision is also completed. Now go ahead. Long term borrowing from 5 lakh to 1 lakh. That means we paid for the borrowings by rupees 1 lakh. Repayment of borrowings. Okay. So this is also done. Okay. Reserve and surplus. Let's see what was in the reserve and surplus. So capital reserve we already adjusted 10,000, which is related to the profit and sale of investment. Hope you remember that. General reserve we adjusted. P&L we already adjusted. So this chapter is closed. This point is closed means. Then last we have a share capital, which was the issued, subscribed and paid up capital of equity shares of rupees 10 each. It from 10 lakh to 12 lakh 50,000. So it increase. Huh? So 10 lakh to 12 lakh 50,000, that means there is an increase of 2 lakh 50,000, but something is related to the your machinery which is not impacting your cash flow statement. That was rupees 1 lakh. You can see here. So we need to reduce the equity share. We already mentioned that. So reduce the equity share by rupees 1 lakh. So still we have issue related to the 1,50,000 and net balance is 50,000 negative. So whether we have increase or decrease, we have increase because we have 1,90,000 in positive, 65 in negative and then 15 negative. So net increase. Why increase? Because we have in positive. We have in positive in cash and cash equivalent. Okay, what you do? 1,90,000 minus 65,000 minus 50,000. Please do that quickly. you left with 75,000. Okay, now add cash and cash equivalent at beginning. Let's see what is the cash and cash equivalent at the beginning. We have at the beginning total, because cash and cash bank both will be the part of it. So 5 lakh is the beginning. Okay. So closing will be 5,75,000. Cash and cash equivalent at end of period. So let's see cross tally whether we got the same amount or not. So yes, it's a 5,75,000 when we do these total. Clear? So this is all about the cash flow statement. So I hope you cleared how you have to go strategically from one step to another. It's nothing. It's just a game of you need to check whether there is any impact in cash in bank or not. And second important thing, you have to be careful about each and every adjustment. Go very patiently, but you have to practice with, like, you don't need to write these sub points which I told you. That is for the purpose of your mental work. You have to do mentally. So let's conclude quickly in the other language. तो आपने देखा कि जैसे इनकम टैक्स और डिविडेंड, इसमें एक तो प्रोविजन या प्रपोज्ड किया गया और जो डिफरेंस फिगर आता है, तो कई बार आपके पास पेड की इन्फॉर्मेशन हो जाती है, तो जब आप पे करते हैं कहीं तो आपके पॉकेट से पैसे बाहर जाते हैं, तो आप आउटफ्लो होता है, कैश आपका आउटफ्लो होता है। और अगर प्रपोज्ड यानी प्रोविजन बनता है तो उसका एडजस्टमेंट हम पीएनएल में देखते हैं, राइट। नेट प्रॉफिट हमें साल में कितना हुआ ये कैलकुलेट करना है। तो हमने देखा कि हमारे पास पीएनएल और जनरल रिजर्व दोनों की इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है, तो इंक्रीज हो रहा है या डिक्रीज हो रहा है, कोई रूल ऑफ थंब नहीं है कि इंक्रीज ही होगा, हो सकता है कई बार डिक्रीज भी हो जाए, कई बार पीएनएल इंक्रीज हो जाए, जनरल रिजर्व, कुछ भी पॉसिबल है। तो हमारे पास इस केस में नेट इंक्रीज था, तो 30,000 प्लस 50,000 हमने नेट इंक्रीज देखा। इनकम टैक्स हमारा जो था पीएनएल का पार्ट रहता है, तो वो हमने एड बैक कर दिया क्योंकि वो कैश एक्टिविटी नहीं है। नेट आ गया हमारा 1,35,000। अब हमें कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी कैलकुलेट करना है। हमने देखा हमारा जो 1,35,000 है प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स आ गया। एड बैक करेंगे हमारी मशीन का डेप्रिसिएशन, लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग का डेप्रिसिएशन और जो डिविडेंड का प्रोविजन बना हुआ था, ठीक है। आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल चेंजेस का जो एडजस्टमेंट है बेसिकली वो करेंगे, इससे हमें इन कैश जो है ऑपरेशन से मिल जाएगा। और इनकम टैक्स की पेमेंट हम एडजस्ट करते हैं। आई होप यू रिमेंबर इज द बेसिक फंडा ऑफ पीएनएल अकाउंट। तो आपने पीएनएल को एडजस्ट कर लेना है क्योंकि वो कैश आउटफ्लो कर रहा है, उससे कैश बाहर जा रहा है, ठीक है। तो आपका नेट कैश फ्लो ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी से आ जाता है 1,90,000। उसके बाद हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी में। देखते हैं हमने मशीनरी परचेज की, एक तो 1,25 की, तो जब हम परचेज करते हैं तो एसेट हमारे पास आ गई और कैश बाहर चला गया या बैंक बाहर चला गया, तो आउटफ्लो हो गया। और मशीनरी हमने एक एक्सचेंज में ली थी इक्विटी शेयर से, तो उसमें कोई कैश आ जा नहीं रहा या बैंक आ जा नहीं रहा, इक्विटी शेयर से एडजस्ट हो रहा है, तो वो कैश फ्लो पे इम्पैक्ट नहीं करेगा, राइट। तो उसका एडजस्टमेंट हम यहाँ पे नहीं दिखाएंगे। इन्वेस्टमेंट सेल हुआ था 10,000 के प्रॉफिट पे और वो प्रॉफिट था कैपिटल रिजर्व से एडजस्ट, तो आपने डिफरेंस फिगर कैलकुलेट किया था जो कि आया था 60,000। तो सेल जब हम करते हैं तो हमारे पास पैसे आते हैं तो वो इंक्रीज करता है कैश फ्लो, तो नेट इफेक्ट हमारा आ जाता है नेट कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी से 65,000 नेगेटिव में। क्लियर। नेक्स्ट हम बढ़ते हैं फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी की ओर। फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी में हमने देखा कि हमने प्रपोज डिविडेंड किया था जिसको हमने पेनल से एडजस्ट किया, लेकिन हमने डिविडेंड पेड निकाला। पे करते हैं तो आउटफ्लो होता है, तो हमारी वो फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी का पार्ट है, हमने उसे एडजस्ट किया, निगेटिव में 1 लाख दिखाया। हमने बोरोइंग्स को देखा, वो भी आउटफ्लो हुए हैं, 1 लाख हमने पे किया। शेयर कैपिटल इशू हुए थे, तो 2.5 लाख का नए शेयर इशू किए, जिसमें से 1 लाख तो मशीनरी के बदले में इशू किए गए थे, तो वो 1 लाख एडजस्ट करने के बाद आपके पास जो नेट इशू होकर आ रहा है वो आ रहा है 1.5 लाख। आपका फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी आता है 50,000 नेगेटिव में। अगर हम तीनों को एडजस्ट करते हैं तो हमारे पास नेट इंक्रीज देखने को मिलता है। ये कोई रूल ऑफ थंब नहीं कि हर बार इंक्रीज हो, कई बार डिक्रीज भी हो सकता है, तो आपको लेकिन इस केस में नेट इंक्रीज देखने को मिलता है जो कि आता है हमारे पास 75,000 का। बिगनिंग के कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट को हम ऐड करेंगे 5 लाख, तो एंड का बैलेंस आ गया 5,75,000। और इसको अगर आप क्रॉस टैली करेंगे अपने एडजस्टमेंट से तो आपका बैलेंस मैच हो जाएगा। ये है आपका कैश फ्लो statement from investing, financing or operating, investing and financing activity. So there can be n number of adjustment. there can be n number of switch and turns. So you have to practice and you have to very alert and aware while doing the questions in the examination. तो यहीं पे हम इस क्वेश्चन को वाइंड अप करते हैं. ऐसे आपको कई सारे जो है आपके जो है एडजस्टमेंट्स बन सकते हैं, ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न बन सकते हैं क्वेश्चंस के. आई होप आपको कॉन्सेप्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रॉपरली हो चुकी होगी. ठीक है, सो इस क्वेश्चन को हम यही वाइंड अप करेंगे. बहुत सारे ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न है, आपको बेसिक जो कॉन्सेप्ट्स को अंडरस्टैंड रखना है. और मेन पॉइंट आपको डिविडेंड पे, टैक्सेशन पे और जो एसेट्स पे जो गेम प्ले होता है उन पे मेनली आपको ध्यान रखना है कि क्या गेम है, एडजस्टमेंट्स क्या बोल रहे हैं, और कोई भी चीज़ मिस नहीं होनी चाहिए, उसको ध्यान देना है. ठीक है, सो आई होप दिस क्वेश्चन हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड अ वेरी डिटेल अबाउट द कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम स्टेटमेंट. सो टेक केयर, कीप रिवाइजिंग, कीप वर्किंग हार्ड. सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन मोर ऑन फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग. टिल देन, टेक केयर, बाय बाय एंड जय हिंद.